Yo guys, welcome to the video. And today we're in a tier list here, and it's big. I did on purpose because as you can see here by the time but also by the time of the video, um we're gonna be ranking. We're gonna do the same thing as we did 2 years ago with this ranking most of the SpongeBob episodes. So you guys remember 2 years ago I did a video where I rank every SpongeBob episode. Well, not every episode, but every episode that I've watched. And today we're doing the same thing here, but this time we're gonna rank every single GBA video card here, the ones I have seen, and and I organized it very perfectly here. Because these ones are either just collections or episodes I haven't seen. Now I will say this one example here. So there's a SpongeBob one here. Yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants here. Nature Pants and Opposite Day. I seen those episodes before, but for this one, with a Rocket Power and the Fairy Odd Parents episode, like those two, I have not seen, and because there's only because there's only like two of them I've not seen, I'm not gonna rank them. So all these are just gonna be not ranked. I'll say that. But all these I have seen, and we're ranking all of them. This video might be long, so I'm not with any else time. Let's get into this. We have S tier 8. You know, we should do that. This will be. I'll say this. Okay, this will be perfect. The perfect tier. This will be the great tier. This will be the. This will be the good. They're good. This will be okay, and this will be just. Okay, now that we'll actually get into this. So starting off with this. Wait, that's the wrong one. Wrong one. Wait. Here it is. Volume 1 of SpongeBob SquarePants. And you can see right here. You can kind of see right here. Right there. You can see, but we have Bubble Stand, Rip Pants, Jellyfishing, and Plankton. Now, let's get into this, guys. I'm gonna explain the episode and want to think about it, and yeah. So starting with Bubble Stand. So basically, SpongeBob builds and opens a stand for blowing bubbles, charging 25 cents per bubble. Much to Squidward's dismay, Patrick comes to the stand and asks to try it out, but fails miserably. SpongeBob offers to teach him and shows off his particular bubble blowing technique that allows the user to blow bubbles into various shapes and sizes. Squidward attempts to impress them by blowing a bubble without SpongeBob's method, but fails. Eventually, he blows an enormous bubble by utilizing all of the techniques SpongeBob had taught Patrick and screaming at the bubble wand in anger. SpongeBob and Patrick congratulate Squidward, who thanks them and walks back to his house. However, the gigantic bubble engulfs Squidward's house, unearthing it and sending it up in the air. So now it's time for Rip Pants. Oh, this one. Oh, you know what? Just because of that S tier, perfect. Because of Rip Pants. Rip Pants. This is a great episode. So SpongeBob accidentally rips his pants while trying to impress Sandy, causing everyone to laugh. Just to laugh every time he rips his pants. SpongeBob leaves feeling embarrassed and sad, but a fish compliments him for a good laugh, making him realize the comedic potential for his accidental stunt, causing him to continue to repeatedly rip his pants intentionally as a joke. The joke is intentionally enjoyed by the residents of Good Lagoon, but it soon becomes an old and eventually goes too far when SpongeBob pretends to die while surfing, driving the beachgoers away, including Sandy. Later, he meets the three biggest losers on the beach, and they ask SpongeBob what happened to him. SpongeBob tells the story and apologizes through a song, which is honestly one of the best SpongeBob songs in any history of SpongeBob. And then winning back Sandy and the rest of the Beach Gooners. Beach Gooners? Is that Beach Goers? Yeah. I said it wrong. Whatever. Next one is Jellyfishing. Alright, next episode right here, Jellyfishing. SpongeBob and Patrick take Squidward, who is recovering from a bicycle accident, in a full body cast on a jellyfishing trip. When they arrive in the jellyfish field, a jellyfish stings Squidward, so he goes after it for revenge. He manages to catch a jellyfish and bangs his net repeatedly against a queen jellyfish. The queen jellyfish chases him after him, attacking him with a massive sting off screen, which SpongeBob, Patrick, and the jellyfish all witness. The next day, the bandage SpongeBob and Patrick go to the now life support bound Squidward's house to apologize, only to be chased away by the jellyfish caught by Squidward. As Squidward laughs about it, he is discovered and stung by the queen jellyfish again. So that right there is a really great episode, but Rip Pants, probably the best one out of them. Last but not least, for this package, we have Plankton, which is the first episode to introduce Plankton. So Mr. Krabs' rival business, which is Plankton, he tries to steal the Krabby Patty formula for his own restaurant, the Chum Bucket. At night, Plankton attempts to make friends with SpongeBob by asking him for a Krabby Patty, but he loudly and boldly refuses to and runs back home. Later that night, Plankton enters SpongeBob's head through a pore and makes his way to SpongeBob's brain. He attaches a mind control device to the brain and bends SpongeBob into his will, forcing him to walk to the Krusty Krab, get a Krabby Patty, and bring it to the Chum Bucket, where he intends to force SpongeBob to drop the Krabby Patty into the analyzer, revealing the ingredients of whatever it is to put into it. SpongeBob feels sorry for letting down the Krabby Patty, and appealing description of the sandwich, causing a hungry Plankton to leap out of SpongeBob's head towards the sandwich. He lands in his own analyzer and becomes trapped in his computer, Karen. SpongeBob then leaves as Plankton begs for him to return with the patty. This one was really good. This is, all the episodes are really good. Most of the classic SpongeBob episodes are really perfect, and this is why this one's getting a perfect tier or S tier. Actually, just be clear. /S tier. Oh, I need water, guys. I don't have any drink. Next, because we're gonna be here for a long. Because this right here, this is everything we're gonna rank on. Okay, not this, but all of this we're gonna rank. Because I've seen these. Volume 2. This one is Merman. Okay, you know what? Just because of that, automatically S tier. But once again, they have the episode Merman and Barnacle Boy, another classic episode. Oh my gosh. But in this episode, SpongeBob and Patrick want to meet their favorite retired superheroes, Merman and Barnacle Boy, who are now elderly and living in a retirement home. They try to bring them out of the retirement, much to the annoyance of the superheroes. They only want their TV repaired. SpongeBob and Patrick go through various antics to help them out of the retirement, and eventually succeed when the two heroes treat them as villains and use their superpowers to force them away from the retirement home. SpongeBob and Patrick then go home and watch the new adventures of Merman and Barnacle Boy on TV, which consists of the two playing checkers and complaining that their telephone needs to be fixed. I love that though. I'll say this: Rip Pants and Merman and Barnacle Boy. Those two episodes I actually have and knew. I can definitely classic episodes, and I like them so much. Like Rip Pants and Merman and Barnacle Boy, I can literally just go back to them anytime I want. Just watch the episodes. Oh, I need to do that again. The next one is Pickles. Bubble Bass. If you're an OG SpongeBob fan, you know Bubble Bass. But he comes to the Krusty Krab for a Krabby Patty. Bubble Bass says that SpongeBob forgot the pickles, and SpongeBob, shocked by this, loses his confidence. Mr. Krab is worried about losing money, so he approaches SpongeBob to explain to him that if he remembers how to make a Krabby Patty, he will be back in order. It takes days, but SpongeBob eventually learns how to make a Krabby Patty properly again. When Bubble Bass comes again to challenge SpongeBob, he again says that SpongeBob forgot the pickles. However, SpongeBob is absolutely sure that he had but put pickles in the Krabby Patty. He then grabs Bubble Bass's tongue to reveal to everyone in the Krusty Krab that Bubble Bass had hidden the pickles under his tongue all along. Embarrassed by the revelation, Bubble Bass quickly runs away. The customers cheer for SpongeBob's return, but not for Squidward taking his place when he was gone. Great episode. I love that episode. Next one is Hall Monitor, right? Hall Monitor, yep. In this episode, Mrs. Puff makes SpongeBob a hall monitor for the day. SpongeBob takes this to mean the whole town as well and patrols the town, but it results in chaos. SpongeBob invites Patrick to help him patrol as a deputy. They learn that a maniac has been causing trouble around town. Eventually, SpongeBob sees a wanted poster for himself and realizes that he is the maniac. The police arrive to arrest him, and Mrs. Puff appears to explain the situation to them, saying that he is her responsibility. The police interpret this as taking responsibility for the crimes, and she's arrested for the following 6 months. Another great episode. Last but not least is Jellyfish Jam. SpongeBob brings home a wild jellyfish and throws a big dance party. However, the wild jellyfish becomes addicted to the tune of the dance music and continues through the night before inviting more jellyfish to come to the party, which lasts for 18 hours and annoys Squidward. The next morning, SpongeBob wakes up to find his living room filled with hundreds of dancing jellyfish and attempts to make them leave, but he ends up breaking the music record player, causing jellyfish to become angry. After his pet snail Gary calms them down by clicking his his eyes together and producing a beat, SpongeBob uses Gary to lead the jellyfish back to Jellyfish Fields. Right there, another great episode. S tier. Now it's time for the volume pack. Which is right there, volume 3. This one, if I can just find it, includes right there. Wait. I realized this. I thought this was okay. No, this is actually okay. Okay, hold up. Oh, this is okay. This is Walking Snail. Okay, how do you find this one? This one is called Walking Snail. Okay, hold on. I need to find this one. Oh, Walking Snail. Walking Snail. Walking Snails. Walking Snail. Okay, I need to find this one. Walking Snail. Have I seen this one? Here it is. Okay, Walking Snail. Okay, here it is. This one should include the episode Texas, right? It says, I think it. I think it does. I think it's just like some mush. Yeah, right there, Texas. Right there, Texas. Right there, Texas. This is the one. Okay, but this is the last volume pack for SpongeBob SquarePants. Texas, right there, another classic episode. But in the episode, Sandy is homesick and wishes she were back in Texas, singing a song about how much she misses home. SpongeBob attempts to cheer her up by organizing a Texas-themed surprise party at the Krusty Krab. SpongeBob and Patrick go to Sandy's house to ask her to come to the Krusty Krab with them, but she tells them that she's leaving Bikini Bottom to go back to Texas. SpongeBob and Patrick mock Texas and Texans, causing Sandy to chase them. The two lure Sandy back to the Krusty Krab, where the party is. Sandy realizes how much her underwater friends care about her, and that Bikini Bottom has become her true home, deciding to stay. Right there, another great episode. This one, Walking Snail. Plankton, Walking Small. Walking Small. Plankton revives to turn the beach into a future site of the Chum Bucket branch, demanding that everyone leave the beach. However, no one listens to him due to how small he is. He concludes that he needs someone big to help clear the beach for him, and encounters SpongeBob. Plankton decides to trick SpongeBob into being assertive in order to get the things that he wants. After a series of cruel and nasty actions by SpongeBob, everyone leaves the beach. Plankton then reveals his true intentions to SpongeBob, making him very upset. SpongeBob defeats Plankton by becoming aggressively nice, performing kind actions that attract the people back to the beach. Plankton leaves the beach, disgusted by the overwhelming amount of kindness. That was good. Honestly, that was a good episode. Good episode. Now we have the sequel. Okay, the sequel. No, okay, no, actually not yet. First, we have Hooky. Mr. Krabs comes to the Krusty Krab, warning everybody about the fishing hooks. Sorry. Yeah, Mr. Krabs warning everyone about the fishing hooks appearing in the waters surrounding Bikini Bottom. Patrick encourages SpongeBob to play on them with him, thinking it's a carnival and they are not dangerous. Mr. Krabs catches the two playing on the hooks and tells them that if they get caught, they could be eaten or turned into a gift shop knickknacks. Yeah, or repackaged into a tuna can. Mr. Krabs makes SpongeBob and Patrick promise to never play with the hooks again. The next day, SpongeBob tries to avoid the hooks, but gives into temptation and ends up getting caught on one. He runs to the Krusty Krab for help. The hook ends up removing SpongeBob's clothes in front of Pearl and her friends. He runs naked to his house. He humiliated. Sorry. I can't say it right. Humiliated by the incident. Sorry. As it turns out, Squidward was the one fishing on Mr. Krabs' order in order to teach SpongeBob a lesson. Patrick, who had been caught on the hook earlier, returns home in a tuna can. Another good episode right there. And last but not least, Mermaid and Barnacle Boy 2. SpongeBob wins a conch shell that can summon Mermaid and Barnacle Boy in emergencies. However, he abuses this privilege, consistently calling the superheroes to help with everyday tasks. Eventually, the two heroes are exhausted, and SpongeBob apologizes, explaining that he just wanted to spend time with them. As a result, they let SpongeBob join them on their daily patrol, but he ends up doing several accidental things and knowing them. At a diner, Mermaid and Barnacle Boy decide to ditch SpongeBob by asking him to search for their theme song on the jukebox while they flee the restaurant. Outside, however, they are attacked and trapped by their arch nemesis, the Dirty Bubble. SpongeBob comes outside to tell them to see their predicament. He asks Dirty he asks the Dirty Bubble for his autograph, saying that he is he that he is his favorite supervillain, and accidentally pops the Dirty Bubble with the pencil tip, saving the day. You know what? That was honestly, I think y'all get S tier as well, because the Texas one brings us so much memories. So that gets an S tier. But there we go. We're that's the Spawn episodes, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21. Oh my gosh. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? It's like things are not gonna end soon. Next up, guys, is gonna be we're range around here a little bit, but it's time for our first movie, Shrek 1. I know y'all know what Shrek is, but it's time my first review of Shrek 1. I mean, even though I've seen the movie, but to give you all an explanation of the story, if y'all haven't seen it, here's the story. Basically, Shrek is an antisocial ogre who loves the salute of his swamp and enjoys fending off mobs and intruders. One day, his life is interrupted after the Dwarfish Lord Farquaad of Duloc exhales a vast number of fairy tale creatures who eventually ends up in the swamp. Shrek, angered by the information, visits Farquaad and demands that he move the creatures somewhere else. Shrek rebelliously allows a talkative donkey who he previously saved from Farquaad's guards while fending for himself, a tag-along and guide him to Duloc. Meanwhile, Farquaad is presented with the magic mirror, who tells him that he must marry a princess in order to become a king. Farquaad chooses Princess Fiona, who is imprisoned in a castle guarded by a dragon. Unwilling to rescue Fiona himself, he organizes a tournament in which the winner will receive a privilege of performing the task of his behalf. When Shrek and Donkey arrive at Duloc, Farquaad announces that whoever kills Shrek will win the tournament. However, Shrek and Donkey defeat Farquaad's knights and with relative ease. Amused, Farquaad proclaims them champions and agrees to relocate the fairy tale creatures if Shrek rescues Fiona. And just to give some parts, skip a little bit of parts. Shrek and Donkey go to the castle. They save Fiona. Then then Donkey and the dragon have a little romantic moment. But yeah. Anyways, so now Shrek, Donkey, and Fiona are together. But once the trio are near Duloc, Fiona takes shelter in a windmill for the evening. Donkey enters alone and discovers that Fiona has transformed into an ogre. She explains that during her childhood, she was cursed to transform into an ogre at night, but retain her human form during the day. She tells Donkey that only true love's kiss will break the spell and change her to love's true form. Meanwhile, Shrek is about to confess his feelings to Fiona when he overhears Fiona referring to herself as an ugly beast. Believing that she is talking about him, Shrek angrily leaves and returns the next morning with Farquaad. Confused and hurt by Shrek's hostility, Fiona accepts Farquaad's marriage proposal and requests that they be married before sunset that evening. Shrek angrily dismisses Donkey and returns to his now vacated swamp, but quickly realizes that he feels miserable about Fiona. A frustrated Donkey scolds Shrek for his misbehavior and for jumping to conclusion. Though he does not reveal Fiona's secret to Shrek. The two reconcile and Donkey summons a dragon who he has reunited with earlier in the day. She rides Shrek and Donkey to Duloc so they can stop the wedding. Shrek interrupts the wedding just before the ceremony ends, reveals that he has fallen for Fiona, and informs her that Farquaad is only marrying her to become king. The sun sets and Fiona transfers to an ogre in front of everyone, causing Shrek to understand Fiona's previous remarks. Disgusted, Farquaad orders Shrek executed and Fiona re-imprisoned so that he will still be king by technically. The two are saved when the dragon, ridden by Donkey, breaks in and devours Farquaad. Shrek and Fiona kiss, and Fiona's curse is broken, though she remains an ogre. Shrek reassures her that he still finds her beautiful. They marry in the swamp with the fairy tale creatures and then leave for their honeymoon. So yeah, the first Shrek movie, honestly, S tier. I really do love the first Shrek movie. I really love it a lot. I love it a lot. Now it's time for Shrek 2. I ain't the sharpest two. Wait, that's the first one. Anyways, Shrek 2. And just so you know, the second movie takes place right after the first movie, okay? So Shrek and Princess Fiona return for their honeymoon to find they have been invited by Fiona's parents to a royal ball to celebrate their marriage. Fiona convinces a reluctant Shrek to attend, and they travel to the kingdom far, far away with Donkey in tow. They meet Fiona's parents, King Harold and Queen Lilnan, who are shocked to see the ogres, with Harold protectively repuzzled. At dinner, Shrek and Harold get into a heated argument, and Fiona, disgusted at their behavior, locks herself away in her room. Shrek worries that he is losing Fiona, particularly after finding her childhood diary and reading that she was once infatuated with Prince Charming. Harold is secretly re-impregnated by the fairy godmother, who had arranged with Harold for her son Prince Charming to marry Fiona. She orders Harold to get rid of Shrek or else lose his own happy ending. So Harold arranges for a local outlaw, Puss in Boots, to assist the ogre. Unable to defeat Shrek, Puss reveals that he was paid by Harold off and offers to be an ally. Shrek, Donkey, and Puss sneak into the fairy godmother's factory and steal a happily ever after potion that Shrek thinks will make him good enough for Fiona. He and Donkey drink the potion and soon fall asleep. Back and far, far away, Fiona prepares to find Shrek so they can return home, but she too falls asleep. The next morning, Shrek, Donkey, and Fiona awaken to find the two ogres are now humans, and Donkey is a white stallion. In order to make the change permanent, Shrek must kiss Fiona by midnight. Shrek, Donkey, and Puss return to the castle. However, the fairy godmother, having discovered the theft, has sent Charming to pose as human Shrek and win Fiona's love. At the fairy godmother's urging, Shrek leaves the castle, believing that the best way to make Fiona happy is to let her go. Fiona is skeptical of Charming. Therefore, to ensure the two will wed, the fairy godmother gives Harold a love potion to put in Fiona's tea. This exchange is overheard by Shrek, Donkey, and Puss, who are arrested by the royal knights after Donkey thank you, and eventually exposes them. While the ball begins, the fairy tale creatures whom Shrek and Donkey had met during their previous adventure arrive at the dungeon and rescue the trio. They all storm the castle with the help of Mongo, a mysterious living gingerbread man created by the Muffin Man. Shrek fails to prevent Charming from kissing Fiona, but instead of falling in love, Fiona knocks him out. Harold reveals that he swapped Fiona's tainted teacup with his own, refusing to go through with the plot. Enraged, the fairy godmother tries to strike Shrek with the spell of her magic wand. Harold jumps in front of it, reverting into the Frog Prince. The rest of the spell reflects off his breastplate and hits the fairy godmother, causing her to disintegrate into bubbles. With the fairy godmother gone, Harold apologizes, admitting to using the happily ever after potion years earlier to gain Lillian's love. He approves Shrek and Fiona's marriage, while Lillian assures Harold that she still loves him. As the clock strikes midnight, Fiona declines Shrek's offer to remain human, and they revert into ogres, while Donkey also returns to normal. In a mid-credit scene, the dragon who had recently married Donkey reveals that they now have several dragon donkey hybrid babies. Yeah. But anyways, Shrek 2, honestly, once again S tier, but this time Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is better than Shrek 1. And Shrek 2 will forever be, in the entire franchise, Shrek 2 will always be the best one. Shrek 2 was the best one. The best one. Oh my gosh, bro. But yeah, now it's time for what? Man, okay, hold up. Now it's time for the one last. Sorry, I heard T downstairs. But it's time for the last movie, and that is, it's Shark Tale. Fun fact, guys, I actually have this movie, so I can watch it anytime I want to. Okay, let's get this over with. In the South Side Reef, Oscar is a lonely Blue Street cleaner race who, in his childhood, dreamed of being a tongue scrubber at the local whale wash like his late father Earl. Since working at the wash, Oscar's ambitions have grown. He now wishes to be rich and famous, but he owes money to his boss and the whale washer's owner, a pufferfish named Skies. His best friend, his best friend, an angelfish named Angie, offers him a pearl that was a gift from her grandmother to pawn and pay his debt. Meanwhile, Don Lindo, the boss of a mob gang of sharks, ogres, sailfish, and octopuses, which Skies works for, dislikes that his younger son Lenny is a vegetarian and orders his eldest son Frankie to mentor Lenny. The next day, Oscar brings the money from the pearl to a seahorse race to meet Skies. Why? But hears that the race is rigged and bets it all on a seahorse named Lucky Day. Oscar, I don't know. I swear, Oscar is not great in this movie. I swear. A festy redhead gold digging lionfish named Lola sees this and frankly seduces Oscar. Skies is annoyed that Oscar bet the money, but he hopes that Oscar might win. And I gotta say, she's some sort of fish, I would say. Skies is annoyed that Oscar bet the money, but he hopes that Oscar might win. Lucky Day eventually takes the lead, only to trip and lose short of the finish line, revealing that the race was rigged against him. Skies loses his temper and orders his dude, Jamba henchmen, Jellyfish, Ernie, and Bernie to deal with Oscar, while the two taunt the bout and gag Oscar by continuously stinging him. Frankie notices the scene and urges Lenny to eat Oscar. Lenny instead frees Oscar and tells him to escape. Furious and fed up with his brother's refusal to eat meat, Frankie charges at Oscar. Then suddenly an anchor from above the surface falls on his neck and kills him. Yes, he dies. He dies. He's not coming back. He dies. Devastated and blaming himself for his brother's demise, Lenny leaves. With no other witness, Oscar takes credit for killing Frankie and quickly rises to fame as the Shark Slayer. He moves into a glamorous apartment at the top of the reef to live in a luxury, while Skies becomes his manager to forgive his debt. At the same time, Lindo has everyone search for Lenny and the Shark Slayer. Oscar encounters Lenny, who, aware of Oscar's lies, begs Oscar to let him stay at his place to avoid returning to his father. Angie soon finds out about Oscar's lies and threatens to tell everyone, but he and Lenny convince her to keep it a secret. The next day, Oscar and Lenny stage a battle involving Oscar fighting off Lenny, in quotation, a pretend fight, thus cementing Oscar's notoriety and tricking the sharks into thinking that Lenny has been killed. 2. Influencing Lola, the hot fish, kisses Oscar on camera, making Angie jealous. That night, as Lenny disguises himself for his new undercover life as a dolphin, Oscar and Angie get into a heated argument where she reveals that she had a romantic feelings for Oscar even before he became the Shark Slayer. Remorseful Oscar sadly reflects for his selfishness and dumps Lola, who beats him in anger. Man, I gotta say, it's crazy. Like, imagine like you see like a really like hot, just imagine in real life, you see a hot girl, like a hot girl, like the hottest girl you ever seen. She's a baddie, you know. But then you have another girl who's like sweet and kind, and she's kind of hot, you know. And until then, she admits that she has feelings for you, and you just dump the hottest girl. I mean, to be honest, I don't know what to do in this situation. Like, honestly, like if there's two hot girls and one of them actually convinces her love to me, I'll honestly go for that person instead of the baddie. But anyways, we're almost done with the story. We're almost done with the movie. Oscar visits the whale wash with copious amounts of gifts for Angie, only to discover that Lino has kidnapped her in order to stage a meeting, which Lola is also attending in revenge for being dumped. Lino threatens to eat Angie if Oscar does not give up his act and surrender, but Lenny eats Angie to save her. He soon regulates her and avarice reveals his true shark self to Lino. Enraged by believing that he turned his son against him, Lino chases Oscar through the reef. Oscar flees to the whale wash, accidentally trapping Lenny in the machinery before also trapping Lino. Everyone cheers for Oscar, but he finally confesses the truth behind Frankie's death while urging Lino to respect Lenny's lifestyle, reflecting on the resemblance between his and Lino's own neglect for their loved ones. A tearful Lino recolonises with Lenny and accepts his vegetarianism and states that he and his gang bear the city no ill will. Oscar forsakes all the wealth he has acquired, become co-owner owner of the whale wash, and recolonize with Angie, becoming a romantic relationship with her and living happily in the reef. Meanwhile, Lola arrives at the penthouse to apologize to Oscar, only to encounter his deranged hermitcraft friend, Crazy Joe, instead. Sorry, guys. I can. Sorry, my mom. You can probably hear that. My mom and my brother are watching something. It's probably a race thing. They have the volume on maximum. I can literally hear. I can hear everything from the corner. Gosh, turn it down. Anyways, Shark Tale. My honest review. Honestly, I'm gonna give it okay. You know, honestly, and I mean by that is a C tier. Actually, you know what? Hold up. Okay, this is A tier, that's B tier, it's C tier, D tier. I think there should be, hold up, there should be like, okay with this, just bad, or X tier, which is, oh, sorry, X / E tier. It's gonna be an E tier. This will be D tier. I messed up there. Wait, we're good. But yeah, Shark Tale, I'm gonna give it okay. It's an okay movie. It's an okay movie. I definitely would not say it's DreamWorks' worst movie. It's definitely not DreamWorks' worst movie. There's other DreamWorks movies. Shrek, one of the last two Shrek movies. Anyways, all right, guys, it's been 30 minutes, and we still got all of, okay, not actually, we got, oh yeah, perfect. We got all of these 3 sets, but we can definitely do this, guys. We just take our time and don't worry about anything. All right, next up is the Proud Family, which I actually just recently watched to watch these 2 episodes. So let's get into the Proud Family. And just to get an introduction to the series, there's a girl named Penny, and she's 14 years old. There you go. But this episode is Tweentown. Penny tries to be a journalist on the school's paper, but she is turned down because her submissions were too. Wait, no, wrong one. wrong one. I read the wrong one. Tweentown. When Penny lies to her parents and sneaks to a teen nightclub, she gets in trouble and is grounded. However, AI Roker, yes, the real AI Roker, overhears her wish that all the parents on Earth would be disappear and grants her wish. At first, Penny and her friends love having the parents gone, but then begins to miss them. Penny tries to bargain with Roker to reverse his wish, which will be easier said than done. And just to be clear, yes, AI Roker. It was the real AI Roker, okay? It was the real one. Like this like there's so many guest stars in this show. Heck, even Kobe Bryant, the legendary basketball player, makes a guest in season 2 in episode 32. No joke. Okay, anyways, time for the other episode, last episode, which is Twins for Tweens. Just love it. Anyways, here it is. This is gonna be kind of short summary here, but Penny tries. She's tired of babysitting her younger siblings, wishes they were old enough to take care of themselves. AI Roker, again, grants Penny's wish and turns Cece and BB, which are the names of the babies, into teenagers, but they turn out to be a lot more popular than her. And of course, the wishes reverse and everything's back to normal. So the Proud Family, honestly, I'm gonna give it. You know, I'm gonna give it great. It was great. I'm gonna give it A tier. A tier. Really great episode. Really great show. Now time for the next one, which is Strawberry Shortcake. Now this one once again has 2 episodes, so luckily we have to talk about that long. But while watching this episode, I discovered that this episode, wait, where's the episode? Right here. Meet Strawberry Shortcake. That's the first episode, I think. But I just realized that this show is literally made for like 5-year-olds. But yeah, but whatever. Starting with the first episode, Meet Strawberry Shortcake. The main character, Strawberry Shortcake, and her friends, Custard and Pupcake, set off an adventure to find party supplies for Strawberry's little sister, Apple Dumpling's first birthday. Along the way, Strawberry meets some brand new friends who present her and the gifts she needs. So basically, in the episode, they just find supplies for her little sister. And the song choices in here, I hear the song choices here. We have the Cookie Song, Friendship Grows, A Berry Happy Birthday, and Strawberry Girl in the Strawberry World. Those songs were just, I don't know. I'm not getting to the. But anyways, we have the last and next episode, the next and last episode, Spring for Strawberry Shortcake. In this one, it's the first day of spring in Strawberry Land, but it's still snowing outside and it doesn't feel like it's spring at all. Strawberry Shortcake, Ginger Snap, and Orange Blossom go on an adventure to see where spring has gone. Meanwhile, Huckleberry Pie and Custard learn the importance of doing the jobs and realize that seasons are actually important to the world. So, yeah, and once again, the song choices: Springtime, Work Together, Jam It, and I put the zing in spring. Alright, just okay. You know what? I'm just gonna put this in. You know what? Honestly, it was okay. It's okay. It was okay. I don't know. It depends on, I don't know. Either, you know, I'm gonna put it in bad. Honestly, I'm gonna put it the first one in bad tier. I don't. It was just not for me, man. And the song choices were just, nah, and the plots are just so like basic. I was not feeling it at all, guys. I'm sorry. I was just not at all. But you know, but now it's time for a childhood of mine, Dora the Explorer. These two episodes come from season 1 of Dora the Explorer. So we have the three little piggies. Dora and Boots visit a pig pen to award each of the three pigs accompanies a blue ribbon for being good. While unsuccessfully attempting to steal the ribbons, Swiper leaves the gate open, allowing the pigs to escape. Following Map's direction, Dora and Boots find the three pigs, one in a haystack in the hayfield, one hiding behind some barrels in the barn, and the littlest one, was his name Oinky, on an unstable branch of the apple tree. As they are too heavy to carry, Dora and Boots use a wagon to collect and return the pigs to their pen. Before Swiper can steal the ribbons, the wagon causes various problems on their journey that need to be resolved, like rolling away downhill to almost run into a gate and getting stuck in a mud. But they eventually do rescue the three little piggies. And next one being the next and last one, Big River. Boots starts singing and dancing about his red boots after Dora caught a pair of older boots while fishing the river. One of Boots' red boots slips off, so he and Dora use a boat to follow Map's directions to retrieve it. Get it? Dora catches a Boots and his monkey in his boot. You get the joke, yeah. They follow close behind the boot as it goes down the river under a Belsky Bridge, past some rapids, past the foggy rocks, and then onto a waterfall. They retrieve the red boots from the river at the base of the waterfall using a fishing rod from backpack. Swiper hinders them in this journey by unsuccessfully attempting to steal the boat after they fix it, and they then finally unsuccessfully attempting to steal the retrieved boot once it is rescued from the river. But you know what? Dora the Explorer was my childhood, so I'm giving it a S tier because a perfect show. Because Dora, let me tell you, you understand that this is actually one of the first shows. I'll say the first. Actually, wasn't one of the first shows I actually watched. This is a show I watch every single day, like every single day, like. And you know, if you know the reason, you know. I know not everyone knows, but I'll let you guys decide if you know. I'll let you guys use your brain to know. Not, you know. Next up is gonna be Dragon Ball GT. There's only only two episodes here. Dragon Ball GT, starting off with a grand problem. In this episode, it begins with Goku and Trunks getting wrapped up in some robotic O's. Everyone wonders how it started, so the flashback occurs to Goku training Yub. He and Yub have become completely equal in strength, and after 10 years of training at the lookout, Goku feels he's training Yub in every way possible as Goku bids Yub farewell and returns to his village. He then decides to head off towards home when a mysterious light appears. The scene flashes to Emperor Pilaf and his minions who have snuck into the lookout. They are searching for the Dragon Balls, but not just any Dragon Balls. They're looking for what are called the Black Star Dragon Balls. These Dragon Balls were created by the nameless Napkin before he split into Kami and King Piccolo. They and then just a little quick summary. They then eventually found these Black Star Dragon Balls in the Emperor. Then Ultimate Shiron grants the wish, and Goku turns to a little boy of 12 years old. Then King Kai contacts Goku, and he tells Goku that he must gather the Black Star Dragon Balls back to Earth, or the Earth will blow up. Then Vegeta makes Trunks and Gohan prepare to look for the Dragon Balls as well. yeah, and then Pan snuck us to a ship, and she takes off with just Goku and Trunks on board. A few of the Dragon Balls are found, and the mysterious robot named Giru swallows the Dragon radar. The Dragon team are forced to bring Giru along so they can track the Dragon Balls. Giru, Giru, Giru leads them to Machine Planet M2, but the Saiyans are attacked by the group of robotic people. They capture Goku and Trunks, and now Pan must find a way to free them. And then Pan eventually does free them. Man, I gotta say, Dragon Ball. Oh wait, we're not done yet. Sorry, I'm not done. We ain't finished yet, boy. We ain't finished yet. Cause we got one more, which is Pan. I think it might be it. I think no, yeah, Pan's Gambit. Gambit. Man, it's been so long since I watched like Dragon Ball. I got like, dude, all these like shows I gotta watch. But, anyways, in this episode, with Goku and Trunks captured, Pan decides to infuriate the machine base. She manages to get close without being detected, but then tons of robots show up. In order to avoid being captured, Pan must disguise herself as a robot. Meanwhile, the robots are scanning the bodies of Goku and Trunks, who are asleep in the capsule chambers. They are trying to determine their strength when General Ritu comes in. He realizes Pan was not there and orders a group of robots to find her. At the same time, Giru decides to let General Rodu download all the fighting information of the Z fighters to the Mega Cannon Sigma Force. Then, quick summary: Pan has joined the group of robots. Then Pan manages to blast her way out and get directions where Goku and Trunks are being held. When General Ritu realizes Pan is in the base, he sends Nat of the Sigma Force robots to deal with her. The robot seems to be winning with ease, but then Pan figures out he can only predict moves that she has done before. Then she fires the Maiden's Rage technique, destroying the robot. General Ritu is just about to send the rest of the force to deal with Pan when she breaks in. At the same time, the machine detection goes crazy because Goku's waking up and Goku and destroys it. And I gotta say, dude, Dragon Ball is so epic. I gotta say, and for Dragon Ball GT, I'm gonna give it great. I'm gonna say great. I love Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball. I love the action scenes. Yeah, I'm gonna an A tier. I mean, there's definitely some things that could be a little bit better. There's some things that could be a little bit better. Honestly, because let me tell you, I used to watch it like most of it like years ago, but I actually like never like finished the series at all. So I don't know what happened to when I stopped watching it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I just got bored with it. I don't know what happened. I might have just got bored honestly as the episodes went on. Not saying it was bad or anything. I just honestly I don't know. I just got so bored. I just got bored of it and then I stopped watching it. So yeah. I don't know. That's probably what happened. I honestly just probably got bored of it. Bored of the episodes later. As the episodes progressed, I just got bored. So, yeah. But now it's time. Oh, sorry. My throat hurts. Oh no. But now it's time for. Oh heck. Yes, Sonic X. Sonic X. I can't see. I have a blank on my head. Hold up. Oh my gosh, this is tangled. Oh my gosh, this is so tangled. All right. Sonic X. Heck yeah. Sonic X. Oh my gosh. Oh. If you haven't seen Sonic X, and if you're a big Sonic fan, you must see it. But anyway, Sonic X is based off a lot of people's Sonic X. If you guys know what Sonic X is, it was an anime style TV show, and honestly, probably one of the best 2D Sonic shows ever. It was so amazing. It's based off 3 different games. It's actually based on 3 different games. So I'll say like the first, like how I say it. The first, how I say this. So I'm trying to the first like 33 like the first 33% of it is like based off Sonic Adventure 1. Then like the next 33% of it is based on Sonic Adventure 2. Actually, no, how I say this. The first half of it is based on Sonic Adventure 1, then the second half is based on Sonic Adventure 2, but the majority of it is based on Sonic Battle, even though there's no story to it. But literally, the attacks in there are almost similar to Sonic Battle, that Game Boy Advance game that no one talks about. But anyways, starting with the first episode, Chaos Control Freaks. In the battle, Sonic the Hedgehog destroys Dr. Eggman, the Energy Emperor, powered by the 7 Chaos Emeralds. This causes an explosion, a result of phenomenon known as Chaos Control, which sends Sonic, Eggman, and his fortress, Tails, and his biplane. He flies the Tornado 2, Knuckles, Amy Rose, Cream the Rabbit, her pet child, Cheese, and Rooster Bat to Station Square, a city on Earth. The police try to catch Sonic by deploying the Speed Team, led by Formula One car driver Sam Speed, but he outruns the team and escapes. However, he falls off the road and into the pool of a mansion. Sonic, who cannot swim, is saved by Chris, a young boy who lives there. Man, I gotta say, that was an insane episode. And that was the first episode, but now it's time for the next and last episode of this. Episode 2, Sonic the Rescue. Sonic meets Chris and inventor grandfather Chuck after finding that Cream and Cheese are being held at Area 99, a military research base. Chris and Chuck help Sonic bust them out, and then reunite with Tails in the Tornado. Meanwhile, Eggman, whose fortress has been sent to the desert island, schemes to establish an Eggman Empire on Earth. Man, I gotta say, Sonic X, I don't care. It's an S tier. S tier. Sonic X, dude, I seen the show, but I forgot majority of it. I know that there's a total of 70 or 80 episodes. Honestly, I just forgot about I honestly forgot about episode 70 to 80. Honestly, I forgot about it. I gotta watch the last episodes again because I forgot about it. But the other episodes I remember. Oh my gosh, Sonic X. I love it. Honestly, probably one of the best Sonic TV shows. If you guys really want the greatest Sonic TV show of all time, this is the one. Please trust me. There's other ones, and then there's some 90s ones. They were really good. And there's other ones that they don't do often nowadays. There's Sonic Boom, which it was really good. In terms of comedic wise, Sonic Boom is definitely the funniest one. Then Sonic Prime, which is definitely upgrade it's definitely a great 3D Sonic show. So yeah. But now it's time for we got how much we left? We got these. Okay, no, we're not getting close at all. What am I saying? We're not getting close at all. Sorry. Sorry. All right, let's get on with this. Pokemon. We have 4 of them. And with the first episode of Pokemon. Pokemon. I choose you. Ash Ketchum is finally 10 years old enough to become a Pokemon trainer. He wakes up late after accidentally destroying his alarm clock. He bumps to Gary Oak, a grandson of the Pokemon expert, Professor Samuel Oak, who later shows Ash that all the Pokemon are gone. Ash has no choice but to take a naughty Pikachu, who won't listen to Ash because Pikachu chooses to stay outside of his Pokeball, forcing Ash to drag it along with a rope. After many failed attempts at capturing some Pokemon, Ash throws a rock and hits a Spearow, who gets angry and calls an entire flock to chase Ash and Pikachu. They run away from the Spearow, in which Ash borrows a bike from a red-haired girl named Misty to escape. But when they cannot go any further, Ash uses his body shield Pikachu from attacking Pokemon. Pikachu realizes how much Ash cares for him and uses a powerful electric attack, Thundershock, to drive the Spearow away, destroying Misty's bicycle and severely injuring Pikachu in the process as well. Ash and Pikachu see a glimpse of Ho-Oh. And that was crazy. But next is time, wasn't this one? Here comes the Squirtle Speed. Now the problem with the Pokemon series is that they always they're not in order. They just skip episodes. They just skip it. So yeah. So now we're now at episode 12. Episode 12. This one, here comes the Squirtle Squad. Ash, Misty, Broke, and Pikachu become the victims of pranks played by a gang of Squirtle known as the Squirtle Squad. They end up falling down a hole and are eventually captured by them. It turns out that they were working together with Team Rocket. When Pikachu is severely injured, the Squirtle lets Ash out of medicine from town, but meditate from town, but must return soon, or his friends will be trapped by a Squirtle Squad forever. In the end, the Squirtle Squad saves the town from a fire started by Team Rocket, and the lead Squirtle of the squad joins Ash on his further adventures. So this one, honestly, of course, I love Pikachu, and I love Squirtle. I'm gonna give it an E tier. I'm kidding. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a great tier. I'm gonna give it great. I might move it up. I'm gonna give it a great tier. Those great. Those are great episodes. And now, this is gonna be a long. Because now in this year we're now gonna start skipping like seasons, I believe, or skipping more episodes. So this one, Beach blank out Blastoise. Wait, yeah, Beach. Like we're literally just, I'm gonna miss so much content of Pokemon because of this. And now you'd be like, is it your fault you don't watch Pokemon? Bro, let me tell you guys, I did not watch look, let me tell you, it took me a while to understand. When I was a little kid, it took me a while to understand what Pokemon was, okay? I don't know what age I don't know what age I started to figure out what Pokemon was. I don't know what age, so I don't know. But finally I found it. Yeah, here it is. What episode is this? I think it's episode 60. Anyways, on the Ash accidentally runs into a Wartortle that is trying to help its king Blastoise, a ruler of a small island that will not wake from its slumber. Squirtle dons his own persona as head of the Squirtle Squad to solve the case, and turns out Jigglypuff is stuck in one of the Blastoise blasters, singing its lullaby, which has caused the Blastoise to fall asleep. And then Team Rocket tries to get the Blastoise, and then Jigglypuff puts Team Rocket to sleep, and then they eventually figure out how to get Blastoise. But then Team Rocket's ship or rocket, but their ship, whatever, to charge at the Blastoise. But Blastoise is so strong that with his blasters that he literally pushes the ship or whatever, and then Team Rocket gets pushed back. And yeah, honestly, I'm just want a S tier. This is actually really better. I actually like this one. I actually like the episode. So yeah, really like that episode. I really like Jigglypuff as well, and Blastoise. Now it's time for the Ho-Oh, the Bell Bell's Toll, and a hot water bottle. We are gonna miss so much. We're literally gonna skip everything. We're skipping everything here. I can't. We're gonna miss so much, man. I can't do this. But I will do this. Guys, I'm sorry to say, but we're actually skipping entire seasons. We went from season 1 to now season 5. I'm gonna miss so much content. Whatever. This one for Ho-Oh, the Bell Toll. When Ash tells Unstein, a specialist in legendary Pokemon, that he saw a Suicune, a Pokemon Unstein is trying to catch, Unstein demands a battle. Meanwhile, Team Rocket steals and then breaks a scared Bell, causing all the Pokemon in the area to attack the forest, Inkard City, and all the people in it. And of course, eventually Team Rocket gets loses everything after that. As the episode ends, towards the end. This one, honestly, I'm gonna give it good. It was a good episode. It was a good. Well, actually, wait. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Wait, I just realized something. I just realized I haven't seen. I just ranked this without even. Oh my god! I missed it. I'm so sorry. I need to go back, guys. I just realized I just missed like this one. Hold on, I gotta find it again. Here it is. Go West, Young Mouth. So in this episode, now this is episode 70, I believe. Ash, his friends, and Della go to Hollywood to see the premiere of the movie their Pokemon were cast in. Team Rocket follows them to find out that Meowth has history in his town. It is here where he was a member of a gang of the street Meowths led by the person. He learns to speak and walk. Yes, speak and walk. Upright to win the heart of a female Meowth who was abandoned by her owner. Upon returning, he challenges Persian, who was once his mentor for the female Meowth he thought he lost years before. But yeah, this one's still an S tier. But yeah, but the fact that Meowth, like I would say, the fact that Meowth like learned how to speak is just insane. It's just insane. It's just insane that Meowth had the ability to talk and walk. And I don't know if it's real because it's a premiere. It's a premiere movie in an episode, but I don't know if it's real or not. Like, is it really a true story for Meowth? Like, I'm just really curious. Like, that's one thing that like I just don't know. Like, is it like was Meowth stories true? Like, did it actually happen, or was it just a movie? Like, that's the thing. I'm just like really like just thinking about, you know. But anyways, now we're in season 5. We already talked about the first one. Now we have a hot water battle. I don't know why I thought I said bottle. It's just the text looks so small. I have a feeling it's not. I don't think it's season 5, guys. I don't think it is season 5. What's it called? The hot bottle? Hot what? Sorry. Dude, Pokemon has so much episode. It's not even funny. Dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, guys. I think it might. Okay. We're now skipping entire season now. All right, we went back in time. Now we're going to see back to season 4. I don't know why this one at the bottom, but okay. Anyways, a hot water battle. An innocent game ends with Chikara, Cyndaquil, and Totodile, gosh, those names, at odds with each other. As they quarrel, they are drawn into a great adventure when they accidentally tumble into a hidden passage. And that's pretty much the summary of the episode. And honestly, yeah, it's good. These are good episodes. These are good episodes. I think I say bad or good about it, or bad or great about it, but yeah. Now it's time for the last one of Pokemon. Guys, we are generally so close. We went our. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. To end off, we're back in season 5. So we have Playing with Fire. Okay, that's the first one. The first one. After the big victory over Gary, in this episode, Ash faces against Harrison in the Silver Conference quarterfinals. It's an exciting and thrilling battle that ends up with the pity of their strongest Pokemon, Blaziken for Harrison and Charizard for Ash. And then the last one, Johto photo finish. The finals battle between Ash and Harrison ends up in the latter's victory. After losing the semifinals, he tells Ash all about Hoenn and the amazing Pokemon there. As the Johto League Silver Conference comes to a close and the gang prepares to leave for Vermilion City, Gary makes a surprising announcement. He's giving up battling and will instead become a Pokemon researcher like his grandfather, Professor Oak. This episode was honestly really great, really great. I love Charizard, I love Blaziken, the fire Pokemon, actually the fire Pokemons, and yeah, really great, really great episodes. I love them. But now it's time for we're getting to the series. Actually, you know what? No, how close we are? We're getting close. But yeah, now it's time for a series that I seen it like before when I was a little kid. I seen it like, well, not seen. I heard of it, but I heard of it. It's called Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go, and judging by the name of it, there's no way no one knows it. And the thing is, it's from Disney, so Disney, do not be a jerk. I'm only just reviewing your gosh forsaken episodes. All right, sorry about the 2 episodes we have. It's from season 1. We have Deaths of Fear. So in the episode, it's a hot Shumagazum City. Now, before we go, I did actually recently watch these episodes, and I'll give you a summary about it. It's hot. It's hot in Shumagazum City. Very hot. So the monkey. I don't know why every episode needs. I don't know why every TV show needs to start off. Oh, it's very cold. Oh, it's very hot. Whatever. Anyway, we have the monkeys decide to cool off with a swim, and everyone seems excited, except Spreak 777 and Chiro. But the water begins to rise and soon floods the city. On a rescue mission, Chiro's fears hold him back once more, and no doubt would he have drowned if the team had not saved him at the last minute. Deciding to get into the source of the problem, they plunge down to the deep depths of Shumagazum's water base to find that the pillars holding everything up are terribly cornered, and the massive dents look lot like teeth marks. Yeah, so far it's okay. We'll see the next one, which is Plaintoid. Plaintoid. All right, okay, we're in season 2 now. Season 2. Never mind, we're in season 3 now. If I can't find it. No, it's not called. No, it's not called. I know it's not called Prototype. I know it's not. Okay, never mind. We're going to the last season 4. What the heck? It took me a while. But anyways, in this episode, just as Chiro is beginning to understand the mysterious power primate at an enormous planet, enormous planet known as Q is detected heading straight towards the Shomagun Zoom. Towards the Shomagun Zoom. Gibbon's plan is to fly up in the super robot and blast Q with Odo's newly completed Graviton distributor. Then the team discovers that the giant planetoid is actually a living, speaking space creature. Their only hope is to be swallowed by Q and disable the propulsion unit within it. Unfortunately for the Hyperforce, this task won't be as easy to carry out as it sounds. So yeah. So you have to swallow the Q and disable the propulsion unit within it. So yeah, this one, I don't know, man. I'm gonna say this is. Oh, sorry. This is a good show. It's a good show. It's just, I don't know. I would never heard, like, the name of it. I would never know what the show was. Honestly, I would never figure it out. I would never figured it out. Oh my gosh! But we're winding down here. We got these here. We're getting close here. Oh my gosh, guys. Anyways, we have Yuji On. Now I just recently watched this one, so we have I can't friend. Actually, if I know, the episodes are quite the same, or the names I should say are quite this. They're quite the same as the titles go. So yeah. Guys, we're jumping from season 3 or season 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh. Now these episodes I recently just watched just for the Game Boy Advance video card video, which is this one. So yeah, let's get into this. And look here, I actually show you the episode, but not all of it. So nothing happened. But anyways, just to give you a summary of the episode of Friends to the End Part 3, Yugi starts to break Marik's spell over Joey, but he now must duel without the Melanson puzzle. When Joey draws the card he needs to decimate Yugi's life points, what chance does Yugi have, especially on his own? And yeah, that's the 7th episode. So basically, Yogi starts to break Marik's spell over Joey, and he now has to duel without the Melon puzzle, which I don't know what that means because we just skipped tons of episodes. Okay, we skipped an episode, but here's a little burst of it. I'm not gonna show that episode because of copyright, and I'm not gonna show any volume because I don't want to. Just use just a little glimpse. But yeah, now it's time for 4 here. Goes the other one. No, I don't want to hear the audio. But anyways, but in here, sorry, in this episode, there's only 1 minute left in the duel before the loser is sent plummeting to the depths, the sea, and then there's a special savior who regains her eyesight, and that's pretty much the summary of the episode. Yeah, that much I can say. I mean, to be honest, the fact we're skipping entire, we literally we just went automatically to season 2. I just skipped so much content because I don't know much about it. I just recently just saw the episode because it was part of the Game Boy Advance video. Yeah, Game Boy Advance video. So here's a little glimpse of the other episode, Friends to the End, Part 4. Just more glimpse. But yeah, this one, I mean, I could definitely tell, I could definitely say it's definitely like kind of based on by Pokemon. So for this, I'm gonna give it. It was good. It was a good show. It was a good show. So far, judging by those 2 episodes, it was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. Those good episodes. So yeah, now we're getting really close here. We're getting really close. Now we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles change. Now, I'll just the weather just changed in real life. Now, of course, I know what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are. I sadly never seen the shows in the 90s or 80s, whatever. But this one I have seen, so for a little bit. But not, of course, not the entire series, of course. So, but yeah, something to do. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Things changed. Which is the first, which is the first episode in the series. So, yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get into it. Season 1. Things changed. In the midst of an intense training session with Master Splinter, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are attacked by Mauser robots, which tear asunder their underground New York City home and separate them from their sensei. With their lair destroyed, the Turtles must search for their master and find a new home. And so far, the series is really, really good so far. In the next episode, a better mousetrap. After the Turtles settle into their new lair, they discover the source of their Mauser problem. Stone Triptronics founder and CEO Dr. Baxter Stockman, Donatello, the purple and the smartest of the Turtles, repairs a disabled Mauser and the Turtles track it through the sewers, where coincidentally they stumble upon April O'Neil, a young a young apprentice fleeing from the wrath of Dr. Stockman. You know, I really love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and this one, I'm gonna put this one. Where I'm gonna put this one. Honestly, I'm gonna be great. I love the show. I love the show a lot. Honestly, probably better than the Nickelodeon show, the 2012 Nickelodeon show. Honest, if I'm being honest, I'm being honest, guys, because I feel like the Nickelodeon version, they're just not they're not that powerful. Like I feel like I feel like they're just not. They don't take this seriously, like the Turtles. And here they take their actions so seriously here, so which I really like. But now it's time for the adventures of Jimmy Neutron. Boy, genius! And we got this is the last row. These are literally the last row, guys. But anyways, we have a total of 4 episodes. Yes, you heard me right. 4 episodes. As you can hear me, it's 4 episodes. So we're kind of back to the SpongeBob standards here. So, without further ado, guys, let's get into Jimmy Neutron. Neutron, starting with Brobot. In this episode, Jimmy feels lonely because everyone seems to have more fun when they're not only a child. So Jimmy makes a brother out of metal and calls it Brobot, and that's pretty much the majority of the episode. Then the next episode, The Big Pinch. Now that Brobot, I've never seen that one. Brobot, I've never seen this one. The Big Pinch, I've never seen that one as well. In this episode, in order to prove Cindy wrong, Jimmy brings Thomas Edison to present using his time pincher and ends up not being able to pray him away from Miss Fowl, and Thomas Edison refuses to return to his own time. And in this episode, I also watched as well. I've never seen this one. Granny Baby. Right? Yeah, Granny Baby. Jimmy has to look after his grandma and invents a chemical that transfers her into a baby before his parents finds out, and then right before his parents get home, his grandma turns back to normal, like an actual grandma, and everything's good now. And the next one, the last one, let me put this camera over here. Honestly, I actually never got a chance to see it, but it's called Time is Money. I actually never got a chance to see it, so yeah. In this episode, the Neutron gets rich after Jimmy goes back in time to convince his dad to invest in mixed spankies. But honestly, the rest of the episode, I like it. I mean, you gotta respect Jimmy Neutron, man. Like, come on. Like, what's the point? What's the point? What's the oh, 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 oh. Sorry. I mean, I'm gonna say good. Jimmy Neutron was a good show. It was a good show. Actually, you know what? Fine, I'll give you a grade. It was a great show. It was a great show. Really great show. I love it. It was a great show. Great show. I'm at one of these down here. Probably the Proud Family, because I never actually grew up with the Proud Family, so I'm gonna put it down here. Probably, but probably in a high good tier. So, yeah. But yeah, now it's time for we're getting close. We're getting so close. We're getting so close. We're getting so close. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're getting so close. Sorry. Okay, for some reason my room's got so dark. I just noticed that till now. Oh, what the heck? But anyways, now it's time for strawberry shortcake, which apparently has a video game. I might review that. Honestly, I'm gonna review it. This is going last. This is going last. This is going in last, guys. That's definitely going in last. Sorry, guys. That's going in last. I'm sorry. Now it's time for the ow, gosh. But it's time for the Fairly Odd Parents, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Oh my gosh, stop. What is this? Stop. Alright. Almost interviewing the Fairly Odd Parents. Now, I've never seen this as a kid as well. Not the majority of these, but like, for example, we have Foul Ball. I've never seen that one. The Boy. Actually, you know what? I seen this episode. So anyways, we'll start with season 2, Foul Ball. We find out that Chester sucks at baseball. And the only reason he's even playing it is because he wants to redeem his family's name since his dad is known as the worst baseball player. So Timmy wishes that Chester is the best baseball player and gets to the point where he's so good that he becomes cocky and gets his own cereal. And he doesn't even need anyone else on the team. So it makes Timmy and his friends feel left out after Chester and Timmy get into a fight. Chester says they aren't friends anymore. And the wish becomes undone, making him garbage again. And this happens while they're facing the New York Yankees. But they somehow managed to squeeze out a win, making Chester's dad proud. And this is a pretty heartfelt episode, I would say. Next one is the Boy Who Would Be Queen. Yeah, we're still in season 2, so it's okay. But as Timmy is watching a soap opera, and you know what kind of stuff, you know what kind of base a 10-year-old has. But anyways, I shouldn't say that. But the main point, however, is Trixie is having a birthday party, and all the guys want to go. Timmy manages to get away, and by saying he'll bring her a gift, but he actually can't think of what to get her. So after making a joke by wishing to be a girl, Wanda turns Timmy into Timothy. Timothy proceeds to go to the mall and run to Trixie at the comic book store, and they just hit it off. They both become friends and talk about how they wish girls can like guy things and guys can like girl things without being judged. And it's kind of like amazing how well this episode is. How it's aged. Because our culture is much more accepting of this compared to when the episode aired over like 20 years ago. So Timmy ends up going to Trixie's party, revealing that he likes her and he also likes guy and girl activities. And she was totally gonna fall for it. It wasn't for the pressure of everyone surrounding her. So yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed it. Next one is Information Stupor Highway. This is one of my favorite episodes of The Fairly Odd Parents. I love this one. It's about the internet, or at least it was 20 years ago. Parts of Evie and age poorly, while some aspects remains the same. Timmy tries writing a letter to Trixie, but ends up having bits of pieces written by his godparents as well as his own parents. The letters get sent out, so Timmy wishes to go inside internet to get the letter back. It doesn't go as smoothly as you expect as Timmy ends up at a bunch of older computers, whether on Age's machine, literally Africa, or even Crocker's. This ends up becoming a big part of the plot. We get this scene of Crocker recording himself wearing a red dress and spotting Timmy as a virus. This is bad because Crocker sends a recording program to Timmy's computer and records proof of Cosmo Wanda's existence. So once Timmy eventually gets his love letter back, he now has to destroy the evidence that's currently being uploaded to everyone online. He ends up using Crocker's own bot against him to eat the video feed and even upload the red dress video to every person on the planet. There's a lot of happening in the episode. He even ends up in the chat room between Trixie and Veronica. I also love the 3D shots. They look so corny in the early 2000s. I freaking love it. Just the idea of him just surfing the web while standing on a letter like a surfboard is great. And there's plenty of jokes that are still hilarious. There's a pretty iconic one too. The one where everybody's parents keep repeating the asserting authority line and busting through the door is just great. I do have one thought. What's up with Timmy's dad hitting on Trixie? Like, bro, it's kind of creepy. But yeah, that's it for volume 1. And you know what? I'm gonna guess one an S tier. I'm gonna give it an S tier. I love these episodes. I don't know why it's so bright. I love these episodes. The episodes are great. Now it's time for volume 2, guys. We're literally winding down here. But yeah, it's time for volume 2. I need to stretch here because oh my gosh, I need to stretch because I've not left this chair in like literally 2 hours. Oh, that's bad for me. Kids, don't do that. So yeah. So volume 2 is a little strange here. So the first 2 episodes are from season 1. The last 2 are from season 3. So yes, they were willing to. I guess okay. So the first 2 we're gonna talk about season 1, and the last 2 we're gonna talk about season 3. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Anyways, the first one being father time. Mom and Dad are working outside while Timmy is stuck doing chores. At the same time, he wishes he had heat vision. Okay, great idea, Cosmo. Anyway, Timmy uses the heat vision and melts his dad's trophy, and this makes him really mad. So instead of apologizing to his dad, Timmy wishes to go back in time so his dad wouldn't win that trophy. That has to be one of the most roundabout and petty way of going about your predicament. But okay, you do you, Timmy. But anyways, Timmy finds his dad and fools him into eating a bunch of junk food and gets no sleep. He did this so he wouldn't win the race and he wouldn't earn that trophy in the first place, which means that Timmy's godparents go away because Timmy doesn't exist, but his godparents from the past still work. The new future ends up all blank and messed up because Dad becomes a dictator, and oh my gosh, well that took a turn. So Timmy goes to the past again, pretends to be his dad, and tries to win the race using his heat vision. This plan miraculously works and everything goes back to normal. I love how this entire plot only happened because Cosmo suggested a couple of really stupid wishes and just went with them. While the episode isn't, I'll say this, the episode isn't that funny. It was pretty entertaining, I would say. The next one being a partnership. This is great. This is a great one around this time because we're getting close to a holiday that's similar to this. But anyways, Timmy's parents and godparents are celebrating their anniversaries on the same day. Cosmo prepares by turning the room into styrofoam because that's the theme apparently, and Wanda shows up mad at him, and that's because the real theme for the anniversary was false anger, and Cosmo didn't know that. So Cosmo gets real upset and runs home to his mom, who vehemently hates Wanda. So Timmy and Wanda go to the fairy world and they get into a fight at Mama Cosmo's house. And then they're on a dating show to determine if Cosmo still loves Wanda. Some questions are handed out. They fall in love again, and a bunch of love arrows are shot around and the episode basically ends with the main humor. And this one comes down to Timmy's mom. She waits for Timmy to cook them food for the anniversary and all day. And she gets so hungry, she eats the table. Jeez, this comes completely out of nowhere and it cracks me up. This is a very sweet episode. This is a very sweet episode. And the next one is Roll It Out. So it starts with Timmy kicking the soccer ball against the wall or the door. And this is where my memories do. I used to do it all the time. But anyways, Timmy tries to watch some violent shows and get out eating healthy food, but his parents make him eat well and be careful what he watches. After getting made fun of school for having caring parents, he wishes they didn't care about anything at all. This leads him to eating and watching whatever he wants now, which is great for a few days. But then his parents stop going to work, cleaning up after themselves, and even paying the electric bills. And this somehow also relies to Timmy's godparents. Yeah, they stop caring too, so the only solution is for Timmy to disobey his parents to slowly break the wish. I don't know really get how that makes sense, but okay. Timmy ends up in the sewer and his parents save him and then everything is fine. Afterwards, maybe I missed something, but I still don't get how the wish affected his godparents. They weren't supposed to be included in the wish. It's still a decent enough to watch though, but yeah. And the last one we have, That's Life. It turns out Timmy's mom sucks at gardening. Well, the Dingle Bangles are amazing at it. I mean, look at this. There's some guy that jumps to a pool in orange, and orange tree blossoms grow, which is crazy. Timmy doesn't really get why his parents are upset about this, so he wishes that his mom's garden was full of life. So this gave him a lavish garden, but also brought by Eddie. Now, Eddie is apparently some gerbil that Timmy neglected a long time ago and was buried in the garden, but has been brought back to life from the wish. So Eddie's trying to harm Timmy and his parents for half the episode until Timmy apologizes to him. Once that's settled, his parents win the gardening competition, and the rest of his dead pets also come to life. Oh my, yeah. Again, this wasn't the funniest episode. So, yeah, this one, I don't know, man. I'm gonna say it was great. It was a great episode. Just some of the episodes weren't funny. But now we got 3 more here, and then we'll be done. Oh my gosh. Guys, let me tell you, if we did besides like the compilations, but if we did like all of these, because I've seen some of them, but like majority of these collections I have not seen. So, because let me tell you, we will be here for 2 to 3 hours, and it's not gonna happen. But yeah. So yeah, we're getting close here. I might change stuff here and there and show you what the final ranking is. But yeah, next up, guys, we have Cutter Names. Cutter Names, Case Next Door. Now I've seen some of these, so majority of these. So without further ado, guys, let's get into this. Yeah, let's go. The majority of these episodes I remember watching. I recently just watched them for this video. But the first one being Operation No Power. We begin with a few different bad guys that are teachers attacking Kay in headquarters, but they manage to fight them off. Number 2 builds a rubber band slingshot, while number 1 gives him a slack for using something so cheap. He shows them the power the headquarters has, and it's apparently all running on hamsters. That is until number 3 tells the hamsters to take a break, so they have no power for a bit. I thought these were smart kids, honestly. I guess I thought wrong. When the power goes out, we meet the delightful children, which are the villains, and they take advantage of this and send over some grandma that creates gross food monsters. Number 2 is eating them, no problem, but eventually gets full, and others try to eat the monsters too, but they end up getting stuff as well. With all hope seems lost, the hamsters come back from vacation and demolish the rest of the food. And this was a bit of an odd episode, I would say. Like this was definitely an odd episode. But next one, Operation Report. It's pretty wacky. It starts off with number 1 running around in 3D. It looks very 2000, I would say. But number one is trying to carry the square outside of the room. The walls close in on them, and we switch to a comic book style. The focus is now on number one. Number no, no, number two. Sorry, number two, and he's portraying Superman. The plot is pretty much the same as before with the square, and it's cool to see the art style change mid-episode. With number three, it looks like it's drawn in a basic paint program, and it's super cute. Number three again finds a square, and she runs into an octopus, and the octopus takes the box, and that's about all that happens in the episode, or at least for her. Number four is parodying Dragon Ball Z with him playing Goku and the Delightful Children as Frieza. This is such a goofy man. I wish more cartoons were afraid to break boundaries. Like this was so goofy. And number five is the weirdest out of all of them. Everything just looks like a squares. Number five is chased a bit by the Delightful Children and opens the square in shock. That's when we finally figure out that it's a pizza with anchovies on it this whole time. Kind of has to be like the best episode of the series, I gotta say. I gotta say, it's the best one. It's the best one. I just like the style they changes like from like mid episode. It's amazing. Next up, we have Operation Brief. This one's a bizarre one. The KND comes back from the trip of back-to-back missions, and number one gets a package in the mail. What is it, you may ask? A pair of underwear. Well, that's really random. But the underwear comes to life and starts beating the crap out of him and gets to the point where number one is getting demolished and the other kids think he's lost his mind. Right before number one falls from the top of the treehouse, the underwear notices that number one folds his underwear really nicely, and he really appreciates that. So he ends up saving number one and retires afterwards. Wow, that was quite a bizarre one, but I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed the episode. I still enjoyed it. It was bizarre, but I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it. But yeah. The last one, we have Operation Dogfight. It's all about number two. He loves to fly in the sky, but is suddenly attacked by another plane. When he crashes, he gets a warning saying to stay out of the sky. This makes number two pretty mad, and he continues to make more and more planes. But every time he gets in the air, he crashes back down no matter what happens. Number two is getting ready to give up, but the store owner encourages him to keep going, and that's when this flying kid walks in and grabs some magnets for his plane. So number two asks for a way to magnetize his plane to stand a chance of staying in the air. This somehow works, although they both end up crashing regardless. And then this leads to the store owner flying and vowing to destroy every single child dog or chili dog stand, because yes, there's a chili dog area next to a store, and I guess he hated it taking away business or something. So number two and this other dude built a plan together and not only take down the store owner but also destroy the store. And there you go. There you go. The episodes. I'm gonna say it was okay. There were some okay episodes. They're pretty bizarre, all over the place, but it was okay. It was okay. I like the Operation Brief. Operation Brief. I love the one, and also Operation Report. I love those two episodes. The other ones they're real good. They're real good. I guess they're okay. Just they're just kind of weird, you know. Not much I can say. Not much bad I can say about it, but also nothing great I can say about it. So yeah. But winding down here, we have the last two, because let me tell you guys, like I said, the rest of these I have not seen. Like, of course, I've seen SpongeBob, I've seen Feral Parents, but like the episodes, the majority, like the most of them, I have not seen. So now we have, All Grown Up. If you know what the show is, it's basically a spin-off of Rugrats. So, yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's a spin-off. It's basically the kids but they're not older, basically. And we have a total of 3 episodes? Oh, 2 episodes. Okay, 2 episodes. Okay. Starting with Susie Sings the Blues. In this episode, we kick off with Angela singing some pretty horrible karaoke. This cuts to Susie having much better pipes and is approached by an agent that wants to hire Susie for singing. While this is happening, Tommy and Chucky are eating lunch, and Chucky is tired of being boring, so he wants to be a bad boy and gets himself in trouble for whatever reason. I guess he's just in his rebellious phase that most teenagers go through. Both these plot, which I go through, but both these plots are cut back and forth, and I love how the transition for them were made with these Lycor snapshots and guitar riffs. It has like massive 2000 teen show energy, and it made me a bit like nostalgia. I have to say, I have said that a lot, but these like 2000 shows, they're like are just really crazy. But anyway, it's really crazy, man. Like what I'm trying to say is like these 2000 shows are just, you know. But anyways, going back to Susie, her parents think that she should just focus on her school and not singing. But Susie hates this idea. She keeps talking to the agent and is told that she just needs $1,000 to pay for a record company spot in a booth. A little sus if you ask me. But Susie goes through her older sister's Alyssa and asks for a loan. She Rosie agrees and wouldn't, guess Susie got scammed. Meanwhile, Tommy and Chucky are playing a bunch of pranks in school, and Being Born has been one of their jokes, who also voiced Mr. Krabs, and yeah, that I can tell almost immediately just hearing him talk. Tommy and Chucky eventually get caught, which isn't that surprising. Oh yeah, we should probably talk about Chaz and Kiara. They own a coffee shop and they're struggling to bring people in, so they just have an idea of bringing in comedy and musical talent onto a stage, and pretty much all of it sucks. That's until Susie shows up and saves the night. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, this show is pretty boring. I guess All Grown Up technically counts as a drama because that's all it really was, but I cannot relate to a high school drama at all. Like I'm in high school right now, but I cannot relate to any drama. As a as someone who's like as someone who is really close to ending their high school life, oh, there's hair there. As someone is really close to ending their high school life, it's kind of obvious that I don't know this. Like it was just okay. But after that we got Cope de Ville, which focuses a lot more of Phil and Lil. They're playing an arcade game together and hanging out, but when they go to lunch, Lil decides to sit somewhere else. This shocks Phil as he sits with the usual crew, and this is Skull that he's gross and immature. At the gym, Tommy and Chucky are doing a bunch of chess, and Chucky hates it. It's also always so strange that Pangmore is the gym teacher and the vice president seems like a bit much for one person. Phil continues to embarrass Lil in school and gets to the point where she doesn't want to do anything with him anymore. Surprisingly, their parents recognize this, and her mom offers Lil to stay in another bedroom. It's really nice to see her parents acknowledge the struggle Lil's having to be more independent and quickly act on it. So good. Like I gotta say, props to your parents. Just props. Good on her. While that's happening, Chucky is actively skipping gym class to avoid the test, and there's a day where he somehow managed to destroy the plumbing in the bathroom just to avoid gym class. He gets caught, of course, and never gets in trouble for destroying the bathroom. I don't understand that, but oh well. Back to the twins, Phil decides to make friends with Dill, and it doesn't quite work out. And I also instantly recognize that Dill is voiced by Timmy Turner. Dude, I did not realize it. How many voice actors jump from show to show within the same network? Lil goes out partying with the cool kids, and her new so-called friends are making fun of Phil right in front of her. This is when Lil realizes that she loves her brother and stands up for him and goes home and apologizes. This show has great more like SpongeBob. But I just wish it was more interesting to watch. Honestly, I just really wish it was more interesting. I just wish it was more interesting, man. This is also once again okay. Once again it was okay. I mean, okay, I might have to rephrase this, change this thing, but it was okay. Once again, this one was okay, an okay show. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like it's just like so like I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I can't even say it. It was okay. It's just like, it just kind of felt boring, honestly. But yeah, I'm not. I think I was originally gonna rank the game, but I'm not gonna even try to rank the game. So no, it ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen today. I'm gonna put it over there. But I think that'd be it. I think that'd be it. Now give me a few seconds, guys, to change my final thoughts. And there you have it, guys. I'll give you guys a minute to look at this. These are basically all of them I watched, every video cartridge that I've watched. So, yeah, there you go. We have the majority of the SpongeBob episodes on S tier, and the Shrek movies of S tier, Dora's S tier, as well as Sonic X S tier, Goku, some of the Pokemon, with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the Fairly Odd Parents. Great. We have another Pokemon, and we have more Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, the Pratt family at good. Then we have Shark Tale, UG, UGO, and the Super Monkey Rogers thing, Super Rangers Monkeys Go thing, and okay. We have KND and All Grum at bad, and we have the Strawberry Shortcake at just X. So yeah, there's one I was gonna rank, which was Lizzie McGuire, but guys, I'm telling you, Disney would literally shoot me with a gun if I show you Lizzie McGuire.